You're watching News Now with Rachel Harvey-Jones.
Well, if you're a regular viewer here at Channel 6, you'll know Steve Weiss and What's the Dish. Lots of wonderful recipes throughout the week. And there's a delightful smell in the HMTV6 studio today. So it can only mean one thing. Steve Weiss is in the building. So Steve, tell us, what are you cooking today?
Well, today we're going to do a gingerbread house. One thing around the holidays, best thing for families, kids, relatives, keeps everybody busy. Great smells. We'll have the recipe posted up for you. You can already see here off to the side, I already have a gingerbread house started, and I'll show you what the dough looks like. The dough looks just like this. It's kind of a darkish brown because of the brown sugar that's in it, molasses, and it smells absolutely delicious with the ginger and cloves and cinnamon, all the great spices. And you would just mix up the whole recipe on the mixer, and it'll come out like this, and then all you have to do is just roll it out. I use a little bit of flour, and I'm using a rubber mat here. You can buy this at almost any store. It's called a Silpat, and it's silicone treated rubber mat. Nothing sticks to it, and I usually roll it out directly on that mat. You can see I'm using a big rolling pin, rolls very easily. And you want to roll it out to about 1/4 of an inch. About 1/4 of an inch thickness. And you could use any cutters that you want. Any specific cookie cutters, but since we're doing a house, we have these little house cutouts that you could purchase. And you can pretty much get these anywhere online. But one of the favorite cutouts that we have is Mr. Little Gingerbread guy here. You saw me playing the little gingerbread guy here right before our segment. And we're going to take and press out little gingerbread guys and just leave them on the Silpat. We don't really even have to move them. We just leave them on the Silpat. And once that's done, we just take our dough, round it back up again, and start all over. Okay, really easy, and we can cut out little house pieces. This will go onto a sheet tray into the oven and bake off, and then what you get is you get all of these little gingerbread guys here, okay, as you can see. Very nice. And then what we'll do is we'll decorate it. So I'm going to put this underneath, and we'll get started finishing, or at least putting together our gingerbread house, and we could do that really easily. Okay, we have a board. We'll take our board. And what we're going to do is we're going to take some royal icing. And royal icing is a combination of powdered sugar, egg whites, and cream of tartar. And it's all mixed up into a nice paste. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put our first house piece here and make sure we secure that with one of our sides. Okay. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, just put it right up the side. You want to make sure this sticks, and you want to make sure also that this dries for a period of time so everything stays up and together. Okay, and then also too, before I like to put my house up, I also like to put a little door here, and a window, a little door handle, and it's easier to decorate your house while it's laying down as opposed to standing up. Okay, and royal icing dries very quickly, so you want to try to get all of your house together. And then what I would normally do is I would let this sit for a period of time, probably a couple of hours, and then start putting the roof on and and put it all together. And the roof would just basically go up here like this, and you would put a bead of royal icing on either side. But I have one already ready to go over here. And what we'll do is we'll start to do some decorations on it, okay? And there's a bunch of decorations that you could use. I love using candy canes. Candy canes are really great to use. These special types of peeps that you can find now everywhere, okay? Every holiday has one, but these Christmas tree peeps and these snowman peeps are really nice. Little jellies, you can find spiced and the larger versions. Also, too, with royal icing, if you become really good at it, you can make these really nice decorations. And these are holly leaves made with royal icing, piped out with a specific color. You can put green food coloring in it and red, and make little holly leaves with little berries in it, and post it all over your house. And you could do it with exactly the same icing that you're using to put this together, this whole house together. So what I've done was I've put this house together to a point where it's standing up, and now I'm going to go back and I'm going to fill in the gaps with all of this royal icing. And this house is totally edible. So if the kids want to come around and break a piece off, they can absolutely do that. A lot of times they just want to eat the candy. They really don't want to eat the house. They just want to eat the candy. But the house is absolutely edible, just like a big cookie, really. And then what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to put some of the nice candy pieces that we have all over the house. And you could see with just a little bit of time, you can really spruce your house up and make it look really, really amazing. And every house can be different. It doesn't have to be the same. Now we do gingerbread house classes over at the college at Blue Ridge. We actually have one going on this weekend. And it's a really, really fun class. We have an amazing time. Kids get invited and they help their moms and dads and really, really have an awesome time putting their houses together with all this great candy that we have. Okay, as you can see.
You know, I think I might be a culprit of eating the candy and not eating the house. That looked fairly simple and easy.
It did, yeah. It's really easy if you know how to use a piping bag. And the thing is, too, what's really great about this is that you don't necessarily need to use a piping bag. You can actually just use a spatula. And taking an offset spatula and just putting a little bit of pipe on there and then just swiping it down. And
You make it look so easy.
It's, you know, we try, and I've been doing this for a long time, so it's absolutely amazing. And you can just take this extra and just put the extra on here so you can make it look like snow.
These are delicious.
Oh, well, thank you.
Steve, thank you as always. Thanks for watching. We'll be back at the top of the hour with more breaking news.